Hello everyone, I'm Joel. We're back for another build, and this video is going to be going through all of the updates we've made regarding this game since I've made a video 6 months ago. So I was doing many takes on this, but it's best for me, and it's better for me to just show you live. So as you can see, when we start the game, we actually have this now. Disclaimer, like, welcome to Fables of Yui, alpha version. This is an early development build, so you may encounter bugs, crashes, and incomplete features, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. So, we have ourselves version 0.1, which is the first minor build that we've actually ever made, and that's only because we haven't updated in a while, and when we do that, it means we're making a lot of changes. So, the last version was actually 0.0.4. Yeah, we jumped up like that. So, that's cool too, because we actually have lots to share. And to make it even better, I'll be sharing everything about this game and everything that we've been adding. And like I said, since 6 months ago, I've been busy, as in with life, not the game itself, because it is what it is. But as of recently, I've started kicking up the pace again. Besides health issues with my hands and stuff like that. Let's talk about the game now. So, we have new options. Here you go. We have before in the past made it a little bit more clunky to get into different windows of video audio, but we comprised it all into the settings menu as we should have. And before the music kicks on, I'm definitely going to proceed to go ahead and turn off the music here. All right, now that I got that off, let's go ahead and go to the settings very quick. I'm going to blaze through everything except accessibility, because I'll show you in game, but we have no accessibility options. I'll go to that in a minute. We have video and we have audio. Now, the way how this is handled is in the past, you just set it and it will just, it will just be set. But now, it would actually give you a little warning before you back out without changing your settings, like this. And if you do go back out and discard, it's going to forget the settings. But if you just hit cancel, it keeps you here. And, yeah, I can back out now since I've changed it back from VSync. So let's go ahead and hop into a game now. Credits are credits. If you want to look at it, you can look at it on your free time, and in the link description below, you can download the game yourself. Let's go ahead and hop into a new game. And before load would continue, would actually be there. And that would be actually an issue if you had no saves, and it would kind of soft lock the game. So I fixed that. As you can see here, we have new animation for Yui when she holds her scythe. Very cool, done by Max Creed, if he ever responds. And we actually have some more things to show you in terms of animation. Like, for example, this dash animation looks super cool. And we're like, wow, this is so fun. And yeah, you have limited dashes. You can only spam it. It's not this slow, I promise. And speaking of slow, if you look at the top left, we have redesigned the Vitals UI. In the past, it was on the bottom left, and it was pretty big and in the way. But now we've comprised it to the top left, and it's super minimal and elegant. It's nice. It does a little shining too. It's super cool. And it was fun designing that. And yeah, it's gonna be more functional as far as the amulet's concerned. So yeah, look forward to that in the future. And yeah, the same old idle animation, that's cool and stuff. I'll show you the combat animations in a minute, but in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and show you the new way how you can get into these crystal cavern levels that I've been showing in the last video. We can go ahead and oh yeah, by the way, I'm playing controller. Did I tell you that? Yeah, we have implemented controller support now, and from here on, I'll be developing with a controller and applying keyboard second. Why? Is because I can. So controller feels nicer to play, and I want people to play the controller. But if you do have a keyboard, the prompt changes, and yeah, we have updated prompts. We have prompts now for a lot of things, so making the game a little bit more easy to understand how to play it. And by the way, if you do want to understand how to play this game, because I really have a bad record on not showing people how to play the game, it's in the there'll be a link inside the main page of the game. So yeah, let's go ahead and actually go inside here. And as you can see, I have a little type and decline. But anyways, investigate the source of mutated frogs at the Crystal Caverns, navigate the swamp, uncover the etheric energy, and confront the dark figure behind it. Protect Verdant Village. And we can go ahead and hop on in there. And before I do that, let me go ahead and turn on the music, so that way you can actually hear the new music that I have composed. But spoiler alert, if you already watched the last video, that was already my music of this game, of the Crystal Caverns level. That's why. And we got a new loading animation between levels that was added. So waiting between, it's not like a snap, it's more like a progressional lead into it. But as you can see, if I turn up the music just a little bit more, very nice music, a lot of playing to it, and I'll go ahead and explain a little more. We have the new notebook menu, but because it's a little bit more broken and I don't have a chest to demonstrate it in this build, it actually is kind of useless right now. But in the past, you could have an inventory, and this is where your inventory would be, and it is actually where you hold your items. There's a healing mechanic behind it. You can heal items. You can actually heal your player with these items. So it works, but right now I move things around and it's not working. So yeah, contradicting myself, I know, but look forward to it in the next build. So as you can see, we have ourselves this, and a lot of things have changed since the Unreal build in terms of combat. So besides the bug of the walk animation, the dash is definitely much more fun. And the dash is actually, if you look at the top left, it actually charges that fast. We want people to keep using this and have fun. Not sure if I want it to be directional, but you play it and you tell me how it feels. I'm definitely gonna talk to the game designer about this. I'm also a game designer, I could just do it, but I like having people be inclusive, so I'm cool. I like how the music pops in. Let me go ahead and start attacking. Notice how there's a third attack. The third attack is actually an extension now. Normally it's a 1, 2, 3, but for now you can actually do 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. And yeah, basically super cool, very flashy. New impact animations done by Wallace. In fact, just the attack animations alone, I've talked about it before. He's pretty much responsible for doing attack animations. The third attack, it's actually kind of done by me. I'm still working on it, but it's a good placeholder in terms of filling in the attack animations, and it'll be very handy for the demo for releasing to the publisher for them to try it out. But most importantly, enemies. They're not perfect. They're very buggy, they're very clunky, and they do hurt me, but it could be, yeah, they're really clunky. They're breakdancing around me. There's a lot of work to be done, but you can fight them and have fun. As you can see, if we go further, it's actually more designed out. Game designer Abdullah is really just putting his heart into this place. It looks really nice, and it is functional too. There are places where you can fall. Unfortunately, it's not that obvious to see where you could possibly fall besides the empty ground. So probably there's something we can do about it to actually make it more visible. But yeah, as you can see, if we go any further, more assets that was done by Abdullah, like this one right here. The tile maps were done by our art director, Happy. Call her Happy because, you know, she's really happy to work in this game. Anyways, the Yui animations are pretty neat and handy. There is a variation where she doesn't have a scythe, but that's not fully implemented yet. So look forward to that. Last but not least, before I go ahead and depart, I'm going to show you the accessibility options. I almost forgot. Well, actually, I'll show that last. So, as you can see, you can go in these other areas. The Twin Blade Emporium is the shop ran by Hoto and Nana. Well, just for now, it's Nana. And there's a bug where if you go in, the health sets and damages Yui. Anyways, but it's kind of broken. It doesn't work with the controller because I really haven't paid attention to this a little bit, and the the level is actually off-centered, which it shouldn't be, but whatever. You can't do anything with the controller as far as accessing shop right now. But you can press E, and brace your eyes, it's very pink.
Welcome.
Okay, it's pink because it's missing textures, so, yeah, I deleted something that was important, and now it's not there, and I have to redesign it. Oh well. But, normally in the past, you could actually get some, there was currency, but I'm redesigning a lot of things, so for now you could just look at pink and pretend you're shopping for an item for now. I will put a lot of love into these mechanics as time goes on. So to back out, I press escape, and that is what it is. So yeah, you can head back to the Crystal Caverns, and you're just back here. So if we hit pause, oh, I actually forgot. The pause menu has been changed up a little bit. Now you can, I mean, you're not supposed to see load because there's nothing here. But on the bottom right, you can see that prompts are everywhere, and I want the player to see how to operate it. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and just save. I have to show you the save, actually. I forgot about that too. But no, this is how saving works. There's a bug that should pop up as soon as you save, but it doesn't. But for here, pink, missing texture. But the little save icon looks very pretty. It's temporary. It's definitely using a lot of assets done by other people. But as far as the UE thing, that's ours, obviously. But it keeps track of date, time, playtime is broken, and chapter 1 and is just level 1. It does keep up with the level. The leveling works as well. But in terms of leveling the character right now, there's no XP, so you can't technically level in this build. So yeah, those are saving and loading. If you were to load into this save, it would actually just bring Yui into this world and to the same place. But say if I want to abandon, this is what abandoning looks like. Discard, it goes back to here. And I can actually save this place too. So if I save here, it should bring me to Verdant Village. And loading should bring... Loading save this one right here, where I saved in the Crystal Caverns, should bring me to the Crystal Caverns. As such. So yeah, we have different areas where you can save to. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. But let's talk about the accessibility options finally. We have two options. We have colorblind adjustments and character outline. So these two are very handy if you want, to see better. So these are visual changes to the game to make it better to see, or at least better the experience. So as you can see, we have three options for colorblind adjustments, such as protanopia, deuteranopia, and tritanopia. Now, as you can see, instead of saving to see the settings change immediately, it changes right on the spot. I'm looking to add a little preview of the game on the right, just so you can see in that same setting what it looks like when you set it up to the settings. So right now, you're just gonna have to hit accept and then look at the difference. For instance, here, as you can see, the filter adjusts accordingly. And my colorblind friend is actually really happy that I added Deuteranopia because he has that. In fact, it was kind of inspired by my friend, Schiller, shout out. Yeah, Deuteranopia, we have that as well. And yeah, that is Deuteranopia. Now, Tritanopia looks odd to some people who have normal vision. No offense. And yeah, I can't tell if it's banding. I think it's a banding issue and why things look very odd. But then again, I don't have color blindness. I need to test this with people and improve on this. So in the meantime, this is how it looks right now. It looks odd to me, but it may look good to someone else. So yeah. So let's go ahead and disable this. Let's talk about character outline. So by default, this is how the game by default looks. This is related to the art style of the game. There's no outlines of the character. But what if someone has trouble looking at this? So that's what we have character outline for. We have two options, which are black and white. So why do we have two options? Well, I like options. I love options. But then again, people are indecisive, but whatever. Black outline gives the player a black outline. Well, it's not much of a good... it's hard to tell at this glance, but in bright areas, we have to figure out how we can do this. But right now, you can do black and white. we could approach inverted or adjustable brightness of the outline depending on the scenery, but right now there's black and white. So as you can see, it's hard to tell at a glance, but you can see the character is more silhouetted with a black outline. There's a little bug where if you look left, the animations become a little bit off sync. Character flip button. I don't know. Good don't talk. But we also have, last but not least, white, and this one looks a little bit more different than you think. Instead of pure white, it's actually an opaque white. So this is only to make it like not as distracting, but to enough to where it doesn't like obscure the scene too much. So I will zoom in, and you can tell that you can see some sort of detail. I'm just going to turn the player this way. There you go. As you can see, it's not enough to where it completely blocks the scenery, but it's enough to, you know, let Yui silhouette a little better. And people may say that they like white better than black. I definitely like white better than a black outline, since it's easier to see. I don't know. That's based on preferences you may have. But yeah, as far as that, that is everything that I have to show about this game. And yeah. The game has gone through a lot over this past 6 months, especially ever since the Unreal build. The Unreal build had a lot of different mechanics that have not made it. In fact, the game has just been going through a lot of redesigning, and we're quite happy with how this game's turning out right now, and it's turning into an actual game. And that's the most exciting feeling. And I can't wait to keep working on this game, and I can't wait to keep showing you updates. And folks, that is enough for me to show you. Besides that, you can go full screen now. I have an ultra wide, so I can't really demonstrate that well enough, and that's messed up. But no, that's all for me to say. You can download the build in the bottom below, the description below, and most importantly, yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be working this game again, and I can't wait to continue working this game. I'm more excited than ever to continue on it, especially after how much we've done. The planned features are we're going to have the Crystal Caverns fully leveled and designed out. We're going to have a boss, hopefully like a boss. It's not like a need, but it's more like a we should definitely aim for this. Now, the forms mechanic is a top priority because we still have an idea on how to do it. I would like to discuss to you more about it in the future. So go ahead and look forward to that. But in the meantime, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Check out the build below. You can also read into the past build devlogs on the itch.io website, where it's kept track. I'm going to post a more in-depth blog post on the website itself, potionbyte.com. But in the meantime, you guys have a good day or evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for supporting Fables of Yui and Potion Byte, the group we are. We're cool. But no, yeah. I'll see you later.